Good evening, children. How are you all? I hope you are keeping well at home. Yes? Okay. So I'm back with a new video 2 of chapter number 3. In video 1, I've explained you up to role of pancreas and liver. So what is the role of the pancreas and liver? That has already been explained, that they secretes out digestive juices that help in the digestion. I hope you all must have gone through the process and tried to understand it. Now the next part is, what is the need of chewing of food? Why there is a need that we have to chew the food? Proper chewing of food is necessary. Some are benefits are as follows. So what are the benefits that has been given? Chewing helps in the swallowing of the food easily. If we will not chew the food, we will face difficulty in swallowing the food. The process release saliva. Saliva digests the starch and makes our food soft. The process release saliva. I have already explained you saliva. What is the function of saliva? It makes the food moist and soft, and also because of the starch that is present in the food. Proper chewing converts food into small pieces and helps move food through the esophagus or the food pipe. The solid, we are eating the solid part of the food, but until with the help of the teeth, we will not grind it and crush it into smaller pieces, we will face difficulty. The food will not move down into the food pipe, and until the food will move into the food pipe, the process of digestion will not be completed. Next point, it strengthens our teeth, gums and jaws. So the next important point, it is also strengthen our teeth, gums and jaws. It helps in the release of digestive enzymes and thus simplifies digestion. So the mouth also produces digestive enzymes. So it also helps in the simplifies the process of digestion. So these were some of the points that helps in the necessary why there is a need of chewing the food. So and let's know more is also given. Let us read this. The liver is the largest internal organ of our body. This I have already explained. The liver, it is the largest internal organ. It adds a special digestive juices called bile to partially digested food that breaks down the fat into simpler form. The bile, the juice that is secreted by the walls of the liver, bile, it helps into breakdown of fats. The fats that we are eating, a kind of nutrients that we are taking in, it helps to break down the fat into simpler forms. Small intestine is longer than the large intestine, but the width of large intestine is more. Pharynx is the organ that serves both digestive and the respiratory function. It is a respiratory function also. It serves in the digestive part also, and it remains in the respiratory function also. Now we have moved to another part of the chapter. We have completed the process of digestion, how the food is digested. Now the unwanted food. How does it leave the body? And that is done through the excretory organs of the humans. So now I am going to explain you the excretory system of humans. The process of removal of waste products from the body. The waste products of the body has to be removed. And this process is known as excretion. What this process is termed as? This process is termed as excretion. The waste products and the extra water from a body are removed through our excretory system. The extra water is also there, and whatever waste products a body cannot digest, it has to be removed. And how it has to be removed? It has to be removed through our excretory system. Some parts of our body such as lungs, kidneys and sweat glands in skin are involved in this process. So these are the organs that helps in the excretory part. Sweat glands in skin release excess waste water and salt in the form of sweat. Sweat means with a pasina. Sweat glands, excess waste water that is released. How excess water is released in the body? In the form of sweat. Lungs release carbon dioxide from the body through nose. And how we are releasing out carbon dioxide from our body? From our nose. Urinary system is the main excretory system of a body. So what of the say? You can see the diagram of the excretory system of humans. First is the urinary system. It is regarded as the main excretory system of our body that remove extra waste. And what does a urinary system consist of? like a digestive system. It consists of pair of kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Can you see the diagram? The two bean-shaped organs are termed as kidneys. Then we have the ureter, and then we have the urinary bladder, and at the last we have the urethra. Now we are going to discuss about each of these functions, how they help us in detail. Kidneys are a pair of bean-shaped organs. They are the main organs of the excretory system. Why? They are regarded as the main organs. They filter the blood and pass the waste product through ureter in the form of urine. So what is their function? They filter the blood. They purify your blood. हमारे blood को साफ करना, और जो भी हमारी body में waste products हैं उनको release करना. The waste product from the kidney go to the ureter, and from the ureter it leaves to the body in the form of urine. Now ureters, they are the muscular tubes. Can you see the long tubes in the diagram? Muscular tube that connects kidney to the urinary bladder. Ureter connect kidney to the urinary bladder. They carry urine from the kidneys to the urinary bladder. What do they carry? They are the tube. So they carry urine from the kidneys to the urinary bladder. In adult human, ureters are 25 to 30 centimeter long. So the centimeter also, it is a diagram, it can be seen 25 to 30 centimeter long is a ureter. Now comes a urinary bladder. It is a hollow muscular organ that collects urine from the kidneys before passing it out of the body. So before the urine is passed out of the body, it is kind of a bag. It collects muscular organ. It collects the urine there. It is an elastic organ. The normal capacity of a urinary bladder is 400 to 600 milliliter of urine it can hold. During urination, the muscles of the urinary bladder contract to allow the urine flow out of it. And when our brain passes a signal, then the urinary bladder, the urine goes out of the body. Urine exits the urinary bladder into the urethra, which carries urine out of the body. And the urinary bladder is holding the urine. And when it contracts, the urine passes into the urethra and it comes out in the form of urine. From the urinary bladder, urine goes into the urethra. I hope it is clear. Urethra. It is a duct which conveys urine out of the body from the urinary bladder. And from the urinary bladder, finally the urine is passed out of the body. It is smaller in females as compared to males. So I have explained you the function of the kidney. From the kidney and the urinary bladder, long tube has been connected. That tube has been termed as ureter. Then the urinary bladder here stores the urine, and when it contracts, the urine is passed into the urethra, and finally from the urethra it goes out in the form of urine. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now the last part of the chapter, why there is need of water for digestion and excretion. Why water is necessary for digestion and excretion. Water is important for our body. About 3/4 of our body weight is water. 3/4 of our body weight is water. It helps in the absorption of nutrients. Whatever nutrients we are eating, the water helps to digest it. Insufficient water in the body causes improper bowel movement that leads to constipation. It leads to a dehydration problem when we are not drinking proper amount of water. Also, toxin produced in our body won't exit without water. Whatever toxins, some harmful chemicals that has been produced in the body, when we are drinking water and in the form of urine, it is going out. Water also regulates the temperature of our body. Thus, it is essential to drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water to maintain a healthy digestive system. This I have already explained in first part. At least how many glasses of water we should drink? At least 8 to 10 glasses of water we should drink every day for a healthy digestive system. Now, what are the healthy habits for digestion and excretion? So, healthy habits are there. Wash your hands before and after all means we all are doing this. I hope you all must be doing it. Eat meals at fixed time every day. Meals should be eaten at fixed time. Proper time of breakfast, lunch and dinner. Chew the food properly. Eat balanced diet that contains all the nutrients in the adequate. Adequate means proper quantities. Do not talk while eating. We should not talk while eating. Do not overeat also. Okay. eat as much as is required by you. Do not drink water during the meal, and it's important. When you are eating, you should not drink water during your meal. Drink water a few minutes after the meal. Immediately after the meal, when you are having, you should not drink water immediately. Leave some gap, approx about 5 to 10 minutes. Rinse mouth properly after you eat anything. That is for the healthy, proper teeth. If you want to maintain gums and jaws will be strong. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables to add roughage in the diet, because roughage contain a fiber. Eat fresh and well cooked food. I hope you all must be enjoying fresh and well cooked by your mama at home. Avoid junk and fatty food because the level of nutrients is very low. No level of nutrients is there in junk and fatty food, and fatty food are also very hard to digest. Eat fresh and well cooked food. Stale food can make false liver. Stale means that is basa khana. We should not eat stale food. We should eat freshly cooked food prepared at our home. Some pictures, the diagrams have been there. They are showing the pictures. Boys are showing how they are properly maintaining these habits. Okay. Now we come to the keywords of the chapter, digestion. The keywords you have to do in your notebook. Digestion, process of breaking down of food into simpler form, already explained. Alimentary canal, a tubular structure consisting of organs such as mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. Digestive system, the system through which digestion of food occurs. Various organs are present. Pharynx, a part of throat found below the mouth which is common to digestive and respiratory system. I explain you, let's know more. Esophagus, the food pipe that connects mouth to the stomach. Bile, it is a kind of digestive juice secreted by the liver. Excretion, the process of removal of waste products from the body has been termed as excretion. Constipation, difficulty in passing out stool from the body. The waste product has not been passed off the body. It will leads to constipation, that if we do not drink proper amount of water. I hope so. Our chapter number 3 has been completed. I hope you all must try to understand the chapter. Go through the video carefully. In the next video, I'll be sharing the question answers and exercises of this chapter. Till then, take care of yourself. Stay home. Stay safe. Bye-bye.